I get asked every single day, "Hey Longum, what are your thoughts on all the enemies in Super Mario 64? Except not like some of the obstacle guys, because those really aren't enemies and are kind of more like environmental hazards or something like that." Well, here you go. The Goomba's an absolute classic. I don't need to tell you about these guys, you gotta love them. Bomb. One of the most destructive weapons we as a species have ever created. 2 damage. Bombs are not very good at their jobs. Now, the Chain Chomp. You can't even kill this guy. He's invincible. You can only set him free to torture some other poor soul. Pretty cool. The Koopa. The Big Bomb is somehow even worse than his subordinates. Instead of exploding like, a bomb, he challenges you to a wrestling match. The Piranha Plant is the only stealth-based enemy in the game, and they drop a blue coin. Incredible. The Thwomp is another classic. They're just big rocks that endlessly rise and fall in the same spot. It makes me sad. The Womp is like a Thwomp that wasn't content to stay in one spot, so they walk in a linear path for the entirety of their fleeting lives. Somehow even more sad, King Womp is literally just a big womp. That is all he is. The Eel. Ooh. Yeah, Mother Nature made a mistake on this one. The Spindrift has a pretty cute design. I like it. I think it's fun. The Snowmen are masters of stealth and master snipers. They can move, but most view you as so far below them that they don't have to. The most terrifying thing about the boos in this game is the text box you have to close each time you kill one during the ghost hunt. I don't like them very much. With the Big Boo, the name really says it all. The only interesting thing about him is his slightly larger size. I like to think he died for a reason. The Fly Guy is just a slightly more mobile, much uglier Spindrift. The Pokey will die if you ground pound anywhere within a mile of it, but it looks funny, so I like it. And then there's the iRock boss, which, what is he gonna do? High-five me to death? Wait, that was a joke, please. And then there are the bullies. There are normal bullies, big bullies, and even an ice variant. Somebody must have really liked these guys, but it sure wasn't the player. And then there's the Snuffit, which I don't really know what it's supposed to be, but it's kinda cool. The Scuttlebug is the perfect enemy, and if you don't immediately see why, you're not worth my time, so I won't bother explaining it. The Money Moles just keep coming back. They can never be stopped, but they give you a 1-up if you beat enough of them, so it's pretty cool. And the Swoops are just flying Goombas. There's the Heave-Ho, which is a surprisingly, terrifyingly effective killer. The Chukya is just kind of a worse Big Bob-omb, and the Moneybags only kills capitalists. And that's about it. I know I missed a lot of enemies, but that's just because they were too uninteresting to talk about. But if you want to talk about the stupid Mummy Thwomp, feel free to leave a comment. I won't read it. But until next time, keep gaming, gamers.